Coast Studios in Oklahoma City. This is a Hudiburg Fantasy Football update brought to you by the Hudiburg Auto Group. Go to Hudiburg.com and shop for your new car during all the NFL games. Okay, Mike, week 2 in the books as we get ready for week 3 of the NFL season. Fantasy owners want to know, who do I start? Who's on the must-start list this week?
I think there's a guy out there that T.Y. Hilton, everybody said if he's on your roster, he may be performing as good as a lot of number 2 wide receivers after he had a monster game. Andrew Luck and that team, I think they get behind a lot. Playing the 49ers this week could get behind a lot. I think he could have another monster game. Don't be afraid to start a guy like that that's on his way up. Alex Smith, as we said on our other video, he's the kind of guy, he's perfect start this week against the Eagles. He's not a guy you're going to start the next 10 weeks, but if you can get him this week, start him. Jason Witten had the monster first game, did not play well last week. The Chiefs basically took him out of the game and said, Dez Bryant, you get one-on-one coverage. So Dez had the big game. Against the Rams this week, Jason Witten should bounce back. So never hesitate to put Jason Witten in your lineup every week unless you just got a superstar tight end in front of him. And the last one's DeAndre Hopkins. There's an injury over in Houston by the old veteran. Andre Johnson is hurt, may and may not play. Even if he does play, this is the rookie they took in the first round that had a really good game last week. He might be worth starting even on weeks Johnson's healthy, but with Johnson banged up, he's a definite start.
Okay, what about the sit-ems? There's got to be some guys that we need to leave on our fantasy bench.
Steven Jackson, the old veteran, you hit the wall at 30, they say. I don't think it's related to that, but he didn't have many carries. He got banged up last week. He's just one of those guys you're going to have to sit him for a week or two just to see how much they play him and what his health status is. Eli Manning. Can you believe it? If you've got another dependable quarterback right now, Eli's one going to Carolina, which has a pretty good defense, but guess who leads the NFL in interceptions? Eli Manning, 7.
Yeah.
And they keep talking about they need to develop the running game. I think they're going to try really hard this week to start working on the running game. He's in a little bit of a slump. He might still have enough touchdowns to help you out, but I think right now he's a little risky if you've got somebody else to go with him. And then Maurice Jones-Drew, it's the section where we're getting ready to talk about injury-related.
Yeah.
His sounds bad enough. Unless you're just desperate and don't have another decent running back, I'd sit MJD this week for sure just because of the injury.
You mentioned injuries. What about guys going to the doctor's office? Who's on that list this week?
The doctor's office.
It's kind of a long list, by the way.
Well, we were joking before we taped this is a lot of these are game time decisions. It drives owners crazy. Do I start him? Do I sit him? I don't know. They're not going to announce till an hour before kickoff. You really monitor them on Saturday, Sunday morning, if you're in church or not, and try to find out exactly who is available. But these are all really good first, second round pick type players that you want in your lineup if they're healthy. You got Maurice Jones-Drew, you got Ray Rice, 2 quality backs. You got Eddie Lacy, the rookie from Green Bay that had the helmet-to-helmet that's causing all the controversy. He's got a concussion. Those are always risky the next week. And then you've got Andre Johnson, the wide receiver for the Houston Texans. I mean, he's a veteran, a star player, but right now he's a little next up. So you got to really monitor those guys.
All right, thanks, Mike. Be sure to stay with the best coverage team anywhere at newsok.com and every day in the Oklahoma.